The February Nintendo Direct is on the horizon. It's so incredibly close, and yeah, okay, I made a video on this very topic last year, but my brain got inspiration to write another one, so I guess this is a tradition now. Let's speculate and theorize how the February Nintendo Direct could be massive. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Nintendo Direct video. If this is the sort of content you enjoy, please consider liking the video and subscribing so you don't miss any more of this content from myself in the future. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. The February Direct is usually huge and announces a lot of the remaining games which will be releasing in the year. There's been a history of really amazing first of the year Directs, and last year's was probably the best ever in my opinion. There was simply something for everyone in that Direct. Mario fans got Mario Strikers Battle League, there was Nintendo Switch Sports for the more casual audience, we got more trailers for Kirby and Splatoon, and then of course us JRPG fans got Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, and of course my favourite, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The fact they announced 4 first-party games on top of the huge Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC was absolutely crazy, considering it was considered unlikely that we'd get more than 3 new first-party announcements. But why could this year's February Direct be massive? The first thing to consider is that during this Direct, we will definitely be seeing Nintendo's most anticipated game for 2023. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. We simply have to. It has to be a big trailer which shows us, finally, what this game is truly all about. Either that, or they'll announce a Direct which promises the same thing, because this game is releasing in about 3 months, and we still know almost nothing about it. They're really cutting it fine in terms of getting marketing started for this game, and it's inevitable that it will start with the February Direct, as very soon it's going to be less than 3 months until this game releases. We're also going to see trailers for the highly anticipated Wave 3 of the Xenoblade 3 DLC and Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, because it simply makes sense for these to be here, considering these DLCs have appeared at every general Direct since we've known about them. And we're probably also going to see proper trailers for Bayonetta Origins as it's releasing soon, and we're probably going to see one for Pikmin 4 as we still know nothing about this game, and if it is still coming this year, they need to show us something to get us excited for the release of it. But what could we see in terms of new game reveals? Each year, we usually get 5 to 10 first-party games, and so far Nintendo has 5 lined up for this year, and one of them, Fire Emblem Engage, has already released. The 4 others are Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Bayonetta Origins, and Pikmin 3. Theoretically, we could still be yet to see up to 5 more games that Nintendo will be releasing this year, but seeing them all in this one Direct on top of the other inevitable announcements doesn't exactly sound feasible, especially since there is a lot of DLC also releasing this year. So let's say we could see up to 5 more games for this year, making it possible that we see 4 new games at this Direct. Just like last year's February Direct. Since Nintendo is skipping out on E3 this year, and we know last year they just skipped over revealing anything first party in a Direct in June when E3 was cancelled, I feel that definitely gives some more credibility to the idea that we'll see 4 games revealed in this Direct. But what could they be? I think first we're going to see a surprise return of a franchise we haven't seen in a while, and I'm going to stick with the prediction of a new Punch-Out game from my 2023 predictions video, which will be linked above. Since there's not really been anyone talking about a new Punch-Out game, it would be an announcement which would take a lot of people by surprise, and it's one of the games that Nintendo hasn't had an entry in the series for ages. And since the Switch is entering its final few years, it's probably the best time now to experiment with old franchises which could do with a bit of a revival. I also think we could finally see that Kid Icarus Uprising remake here, which has been rumored to death by the Bandai Namco job listings, and Sakurai giving us a huge wink wink nudge nudge in one of his YouTube videos. Something I didn't talk about in my 2023 predictions video, however, is the potential of a new Mario sports game showing up here. I did think that maybe we wouldn't see another one until next year, but the team that make most of the Mario sports game nowadays, Camelot, haven't put out a Mario sports game since Mario Golf in 2021. So honestly, saying that we could get another one this year isn't too much of a stretch. I put my money on the heavily rumored Mario baseball game, which probably won't do that well in the UK at all, but it's one of the only Mario sports games yet to get an entry on Switch. But the final reason why the February Direct could be massive is the potential for this fourth and final game I'd like to talk about here, and that is Mainline Mario. If we're going to get a new Mainline Mario game this year to tie in with the release of the movie, this is the place to do it. The Mario IP is going to become far more popular this year than it has been in years due to this new movie's release, and so the sales of a new Mainline game would be hugely boosted. It's absolutely perfect to announce a new mainline game in the February Direct before the movie releases in April, as in theory people are going to come out of the movie and go, "Wow, what a cinematic experience, I sure do like Mario, I wonder which ones I can play. Oh wow, there's a new one coming this year." I'm sure that's probably how marketing teams think about this sort of stuff. Probably. So yeah, the February Direct has the potential to be yet another massive one, with all the upcoming DLC and huge games which we already know about being likely to get trailers, and the potential for there to be 4 brand new game announcements here, just like last year's February Direct. But what are your thoughts on this? Let us know down in those comments and subscribe so you don't miss videos like this one in the future. And with that, thank you very much for watching, stay safe out there, and we shall see you all in the next one.